Okay, let's hope this works. I hope you can hear me. I'm using my other laptop. Um, I'm going to do the significant figure thing that was on the exam, the practice exam. Now, I know using an online calculator may seem like something a teacher wouldn't do, but I think it's a very good idea to use this calculator just to teach it so you guys can see what's happening. And of course, when you're on the exam, you won't have a calculator, you have to do it yourself. But instead of trying to explain it, I'll just show you on this calculator so we can go through a ton of examples so that you can kind of see what's happening. It's very simple. I know you guys can do this. I just want to get it over quickly because it was not in the book. I think this is like a review from last year or something. I personally have never even heard of rounding to a significant figure. I was always taught to round to the nearest 1,000, nearest 10,000, nearest 100, nearest 10. So for example, if I put 89,457 and they say round to the nearest round to two significant figures, that's like saying round to the nearest 1,000, okay? So as you can see, the result is here, 89,000, okay? So we look at this 4, and so it's kind of like we circle this 89 and say, should it go up to 90 or should it stay at 89? And then so we look at this 4, is this 4 bigger or smaller than 5? Well, it's smaller, so we stay at 89, so the answer is 89,000. Let's do another one with two significant figures. Let's do 987. So let's circle the 98 and look at the 7. Is the 7 bigger or smaller than 5? It's bigger, so we go up to 99. So the answer here is 990, okay? Let's do... You see what I'm doing? I'm just putting a ton of numbers. They're all going to turn to 0 except for the first two. All right, the first two, are they going to stay at 52 or are they going to go up to 53? Well, 4 here is less than 5, so we're rounding to the nearest billionth or whatever this number is. And so it stays at 52. So the answer is here 52 billion, whatever it is, I don't know. So now, let's do another one. Now, rounding to two significant figures. We're going to keep the 65 here, and we're going to turn the rest to zeros, but are we staying at 65 or are we going up to 66? This is a 5, and if it's 5 or larger, we move up. So we turn that into a 6. This 5 over here turns into a 6. So the final answer is 6,600. And if you guys, you could just go to this website if you just want to play around with it yourself. All right. Now, how about this number? 846,525. We are going to two significant figures, so we keep the 84. We either keep it at 84, 840,000, or we move up to 85, right? So we look at the 6. The 6 is bigger than 5, so we round this up to 85. So you can see the result right here, right? So now let's do 3. No, let's not do 3 yet. Let's go to decimals, right? So let's do something like this goes up to 66, right? I don't want to spend a lot of time on this because it's so easy. This one is already done, right? It's already rounded. We don't have to do anything. This one goes to 6.4, right? We circle the first two numbers, and then we round it up or down. It can never be 6.2, right? It's either going to be 6.3 or 6.4. What if we do something like this? Joseph was saying something like this in class, but the result is just 60, okay? So we circle the first two numbers and round up or down. So we don't have to worry about that. Or something like this, right? The result is still, this stays a 0. And what if we do this? I don't want scientific notation. So, see, we circle the first, so we ignore all these zeros, right? We're not going to circle these two. We're going to circle the first two significant figures, as we would call it. And then we're going to look at the 4. Does it go up or down? So here's the result down here. I know I'm not explaining this very well because really this is just rounding, and I know you guys know how to do it. So I just want you to do it on this calculator just to kind of figure out what's happening, right? So it goes up to 66 when I make that a 5 or a 6, but when it's below 5, it goes back down. So just play around with it, and I think you guys will get it. If you want me to actually post a video like really explaining it, I can. I just feel like I just want you to use this calculator, kind of figure it out for yourself, if you know what I mean, because it's just rounding to the nearest 2 whole numbers, I guess you would say. But like I said, I always learned it as round to the nearest 1,000, 10,000, tenth, you know. So just go to this calculator, play around with it, and you'll see what we're doing. Oh, let's change this number to 3, right? Now we're at 3 significant figures. So we circle this 500, and we look at that 5. Does it go up or down? It goes up, so the answer is 510. Okay, we circle this 6, 5, and 4, and then we look at the number next to it, this 9. So does it go up and down? It goes up, so the answer is 5 there, right? So I think you guys can play around with this and figure it out for yourself. It's just rounding, okay? And look, there could be a 0 there, like if I do this. Oh, wait, like that. See this 700? It's okay if there's zeros. It's still 3 significant figures. Kind of like if I said, well, I guess that doesn't work. What if I did this? So a 0 is okay. So that one's already rounded. Okay, you guys get it. I hope. Go home and, do you see no matter how many numbers I put here, the result is staying at these 3 numbers, the first 3 whole numbers, okay? So if I change that 8 to a 1, it'll go down to a 4. So just go on this calculator and play around with it, okay?